this book. Anyways, hi, welcome to another update in my HRCYED challenge. I have just finished this book. If you have seen the last vlog, I will link that in the card. I picked this one randomly from my high priority list, right? Because this was a book club pick for, reading around the world, Austria, because HRCYED was Austrian. I started this book, I kid you not, on June 12th. We are now August 19th. I just read this because I picked it randomly, as you saw, and because it was an audiobook on YouTube. I will link that down below in case you want to listen to it. I don't recommend listening to it, but if you really want to torture yourself, go for it. So this will count for the solo, like the standalone book, and for disability, because one of the main characters in Edith, she's paralyzed from the waist down, and that counts as disability. This story basically follows Lieutenant Hofmiller, who just cannot say no. Like, he's terrible at saying no, and it's not that people really take that kindness for weakness, but they see him being a nice guy and offering help and being nice to everyone he sees, because people deserve respect, and they think, oh, let's ask him to do this or help me with that, or maybe he can pay a visit to this person. And given the fact that he cannot, for the love of God, say no, he's always in situations that makes you wonder, how did you happen to end up here? Say no for once in your life. I did not really like this book. Yes, I do have some sticky notes in it. Yeah, I usually just do that for classics or for book club picks. I'm done with it. I'm happy that I'm done with it, and I would give this like maybe 3 stars, because there were parts that were good, but most of it is just not. I even wrote, on Fable we have the different sections. I think she actually put it down as page 1 to 50, and then from 51 to 100, whatever. I wrote down the book of yapping, even more yapping than before. Something like that. It's just, like, that story just goes on and on and on, and just paragraph upon paragraph of talking, and like, it's just no. I'm happy I'm done with it. Finally, like I said, I saw this on June 12th. It's been over 2 months. I did not like it. I know that a lot of people say that this is their favorite classic of all time. Please let me know why, because I just don't get it. I'm just so frustrated with the main character. And yes, I get, like, I'm also terrible at saying no, but at a certain point you have to listen to your heart, listen to your body, and just say no, for the love of God. Like, stop with the pity. Beware of pity. Stop it. That book is done, and then I'm going to pick out the next one. I will pop back. Alright, very quickly, because my battery is running very low and has been running low for a few days now. The randomizer picked, wow, I just punched myself in the face, Michael J. Fox, No Time Like the Future. And optimistic because it is mortality. So super excited. What would I count this for? I have no idea. Definitely for I think for the non-fiction challenge you need to have 5 different ones. So I already have autobiography. It will count for my personal challenge, which is reading 10 autobiographies. So either an autobiography or biography. So here we are. It's a rather short book. Again, with empty pages. What is it? Please someone tell me why. So without the acknowledgements, it's 231 pages long. I can do that, so I'm off to it. Then I hope I can forget about whatever Tony Hofmiller was doing, because he just puts me off. I'm gonna read this now. I have 4 books here to talk about, and it is, I think, August 27th. It's been a while since I've done an update. And like I said, I only have 4 books to talk about. One is brand new, so I haven't even read it. The other one I'm in the middle of, and the other 2 I finished. So I don't remember when I did the last update, but I've only finished 2 books since then. This is the book that I'm currently in the middle of, and this is The God of the Woods by lmao. And this will count for award season, because this won the Goodreads award for Best Crime and Mystery, I think, in 2024, so last year. I'm surprised my library has this, but I'm not complaining. And I'm filming a vlog for this as well. So yeah, award season winner, and then ABCL for lmao. Not that far in, 22 pages. And it's already very confusing. I'm on chapter, hold on, I think I'm on chapter like 4 or 5. There are like what feels like 20 different people already. And it plays in the same year, but 2 months apart? Hold on, I wrote down. Yeah, June 75 and August 75. So roughly 2 months. It's a lot. But in the fact that it is the Goodreads winner, I have high hopes. Although sometimes Goodreads winners are also picked on, biases. I personally don't do that, but I'm sure that a lot of people, when they see their favorite authors nominated, they will vote for the book, even though they haven't read it. I'm not saying that's the case with this, but I have high hopes that this is good, because it won. So this is what I'm reading. This is what I recently got yesterday, basically. That's when it came out. Lustiges Taschenbuch 611. You know these, all of them. What do we have as a card? Nothing. Sometimes, you know, around Christmas and Halloween, you get like Christmas cards and Halloween cards. Might have to wait a bit more. And the next one comes out September 23rd. So I hope that by then I can finish this. My goal is to always, my goal is to not have a backlog of these. Because 252 pages, they're comics. They're literally comics. I should not have 10 on my TBR to still read, you know what I mean? So that is my goal. Then 2 books that I have read. It's not doing much for my HRCYED challenge, but it's still going well. So the first book that I finished is the Michael J. Fox book, the No Time Like the Future, An Optimistic Considers Mortality. And this is going for my personal challenge because I want to read 10 autobiographies. Doesn't have to be an autobiography, but could also be a biography, whatever. And I think in the last update I said, I don't know what I could count that for. Disability, Parkinson's disease. Parkinson is a disability. I think my disability challenge is now at 2 books because I put the, oh my god, what's it called? The Stefan Zweig one. What's that? Beware of Pity. I put that for paralyzation because one of the main characters is paralyzed from the waist down. Right, so that counts. And then this is the second one. I think we have to read 5 to finish the challenge. Yeah, I like the book, although I wish he wrote more about like his struggles with Parkinson's. I've always had a soft spot for him, right? Always. Ever since I saw, what's it called, Spin City that he was in? Spin City, I saw that on TV when I was a kid. And then, you know, that was before I even knew about Back to the Future. And yeah, I've always had a soft spot for him, and I do like his sense of humor, but I wish there was a bit more about the disease itself and how he was living with it, and not so much about him golfing and name-dropping everyone that he knows and name-dropping every show and movie that he was on. But still, I liked it. So, library book, checked off, read. It can go back, technically. This is also a library book, so once I'm done, this is a huge book. It's, I think, over 400 pages, so it will take me back. But once I'm done with that, checked off as one, then I only have 1 library book left. It's going great, this far. And then this I read, Everless by Sarah Holland. Zeit der Liebe, Time of Love. What is this called in English? Everless, probably. Just Everless. This, surprisingly, counts for my duology. I didn't know about duology. I've had this book on my wish list for a long time, and then I bought it in March. We're now August, so it's been a while. Yeah, like I said, I don't specifically buy and pick books for HRCYED, but if they work out in the challenge, good for me. Yeah, this is the duology, so first book, and then I still need to get the second book. I already saw the second book on a second-hand page, so I will probably buy it. The 1st of September, that's when I usually buy my books. And I counted for 2018, because, you know, you have to read from the last 10 years. This is really the hardest reading challenge you ever do, because you think, oh, I'm done with one challenge, you know, like for me personally, the easiest one was the readathon, you know, like read 3 or more books in 24 hours. For me, that was easiest. Now I'm struggling, you know, like, do you know how hard it is to find books from every single year? Because I can guarantee you, I could have, with my luck, I could pick 5 books from my TBR and they're all from the same year. Can you see my dog? Hold on, I think he wants to come down, hold on. Here he is. This has a very cool magical system because the way people pay their debt to the royal family is by their blood, with the iron in their blood, and that iron is transformed into money. That is so cool. It will not be for me because I have a severe iron deficiency, but for other people, like, I thought that magical system was so cool. And it turns out that the main character is not really the poor and sad, lonely girl that she is. She's actually one of the most powerful alchemists there is, and the queen wants to see her dead because they've had rivals for hundreds of years. If you pay your debt with the money, it can also be used to make other people live longer. It's hard to explain because I read in German. I will like this. And I'm happy that this is duology, and it's, for me personally, it's hard to find a duology, right? Usually you have standalones or trilogies or series. I'm happy I found a duology, and I'm happy that it's something that I like, and I'm curious to see how the second book is and how it will all end. That's the update for now. I can finally put these books away. I can finally start the reading log for this one. I don't know if this is really necessarily a murder mystery. I'm excited. So now that I know it's a Goodreads winner and that a lot of people like it, let's see. I'm not someone, you know, I'm not gonna say, well, I'm not like other girls, you know, but I have a really hard time liking books that are popular. There are a lot of books, popular books that I love. Fourth Wing, I love it. Touch of Darkness, love it. But also some of the popular books, I just don't understand the hype. I'm going to end this video now, well, not the clip, and then I'm gonna start the reading vlog, and then we'll see. Like I said, there are already a lot of people in the story, and I'm like 5 pages in, so it's gonna be great. Yeah, I'll see you like when I finish this. Thing is, this is such a huge book, and I was thinking of maybe putting something small in between, because I don't know if my brain can handle 400 pages of murder mystery. You get the update when you get the update. I hope it's not as long in between as it was now, but yeah, I'm still reading. I still haven't finished another prompt, but now that I have the duology started, I have the standalone and I have the duology started. Do I have the trilogy started? I don't think so. And I also don't have the series started, because that is Ekotar, which has been on my TBR for way too long, and I just don't get to it. Because that is a very long series as well, and I don't know if I'm ready to commit to that yet. Maybe towards the end of the challenge, I'm just like, I'm gonna pull through, right? I'm gonna read the first book, and then every book that follows, just back to back. We'll see. So, anyways, I will see you in the next clip. Bye. Okay, hi. I have just filmed an update for my The God of the Woods book, and I do not like this at all. It's slow burn mystery thriller. I do not like slow burn mystery thriller. That's what I found out while reading this book. It's just too slow. You have what feels like 1,000 different people in here that are just mentioned once, but they might be important later on, because you know how mysteries and thrillers are. It might be the gardener. It might be the car repair guy. It might be the lady who works at the coffee shop. Whatever it is, right? It might be. I have a whole page of just names that I wrote down in case I need them. I have 50 pages left, and I'm just happy when I'm done with it. Anyways, I also got a new book, which is the Illumicrate. Wow, Illumicrate book for August, I think. Void Walker. It looks so cool. It even looks cool without the dot jacket. I mean, oh, look at this. Gorgeous. This is like what is it like? Is he a demon or something? A demon smut thing? I have no idea, but I'm intrigued. This novel is intended for adult audiences. It includes multiple scenes of explicit sex between consenting adults, including bite play. The non-human immortal race in this world are obligate carnivores with humans as their primary food source, including on-page description of a deceased human being eaten. Graphic violence includes bites, wounds, burn wounds, and beheading. Trigger warnings for all things, but bite play? I don't think I've ever had. Wait, no. Does anyone remember the book by Ellie Hazelwood called Bright, which I really liked? It was a bit weird, especially that like the button. Was it the button or the knot thing? I had it in German, so that was a bit weird. But I'm just saying. And I have another idea for a vlog series. One video is read all the Illumicrate books, because I have like 6 of them already that I haven't read yet. It's my thing to do things simultaneously, because I'm currently filming a reading vlog for this and having the update for HRCYED, so I might as well film the vlog for the Illumicrate books and film the update for HRCYED. Appease the beasts and keep them fat, but never invite them into your bed. I mean, seriously, it looks like the devil. Would that count for creatures like oh my god, what's that prompt called? Like the fae folk and the merfolk, mythical creatures. Would that count? It's a big book though. Oh my god, it's almost 600 pages. If this is 600 pages of devil and whatever the heck that guy is, smut, count me in. Count me in. I don't know when I will get to that though, because I still have my stack of important books to read. I still have one from the library that I read. I have book club picks from June or July, I'm not sure, that I still have to read. I'm gonna take a shower first, and then I'm gonna finish this, and then I'll be back, and then I'll pick up a new book. I'm excited, so I see you then. Bye. I think this is like the second or third last update before I finish this video. I'm currently reading, I have it here, that does check it, House of the Beast by Michelle Wong. I'm 70, I should know, I should know this before I start the video. 75 pages in. Part 1. The other one was Prelude. So yeah, I like it so far. I like it so far. I'm only on chapter 7, but this far is actually good, and I feel like it could be like a very good fantasy. But 75 pages is not enough to give my full opinion. And then I got a new book. We are September 2nd, and I got a new book already. I have not finished the book for this month yet, but I got a new book. I went to the public bookshelf and I saw this. Oh, hold on. As I was saying, I went to the public bookshelf and I got rid of, I think, 7 or 8 books. I got this one here. This is by Thomas Brezina. I know it's Knickerbocker, but when I was a kid and I read this book, I would say Knickerbocker. English is not my first language, okay? So the Knickerbocker bundle, basically for it's like middle grade, and there are a quartet of younger kids, I think like 12, 13 years old, and they solve crimes. Kind of like Enid Blyton's, what are they called? What are they called in English? In German they're called Fünf Freunde, or Five Friends. What are they called in English? This is 2 books in one, basically, and it's a adventure game book. So basically here it says, you lost the flashlight. Would you like to try another lane? Then lane 2, continue reading at 26. Lane 3, continue reading at 64. So you have to solve your own murder mystery. So I got that one. 2 in 1. And then I finished The God of the Woods by Liz Moore. I still have to finish the reading vlog, but I did not really like this. I gave it 3.5 stars, a generous 3.5 stars. Actually, now that I think of it, I should give it 3 stars because it's just not that good. But yeah, this counts for award season winner and for ABCL for Liz Moore. So I'm done with this book. Happy about that. And now I will continue to read this. And and film the intro for the vlog because there's a lot happening already, and I haven't read a single page today. I usually have a goal of 20 minutes per day. I have not read not a single minute at all. So the thing is, I didn't want to continue because so much has happened already. I'm already on the part 1, but I read the whole prelude. Yes, I want to film the update because before I forget everything, right? So we'll continue with this. It's a nice chunky book, and like I said, I feel like I'm really gonna enjoy this. So let me go to read. Hi, it is now September 8th. It's been a while since I actually hit to record this camera, so yeah. I'm still reading House of the Beast. I have not made much progress. It's not that the book is bad, but I'm just having trouble with it. Maybe it's just not going the way I want it to go. Maybe I imagined it'd be something else. It's not bad, like I said, but it's just, I don't know, it's just hard for me to read and finish it. Like whenever I think about picking up, I'm just like, not in the mood for that. Which is why I read, in the meantime, I've read 3 other books. So, yes, we got sort of with the 2 that I don't have much to talk about. So we have Ulysses Taschenbuch number 600, and then we have One Piece volume 12. So these 2. This will count for the gold cover, as you can see. This is very much gold. Whoop, forget about that. And then One Piece, I don't know why, but I just finally went through all the prompts that we have, and I realized, translation. This is originally in Japanese. So put it in for the Japanese translation. That's it. It's been a while since I've had a book that only had 1 prompt, and now I have 2 books that only have 1 prompt. But I've read both of them. This has 254 pages. This has 200 something. They're not really big, but there are 2 books less on my TBR. This is from last month, and I think I got this one also last month. So both are done, which is great. Which means that I can continue my quest of buying these, because these still come out. One Piece, I don't even know how many volumes there are. Then I've also finished the Margaret Atwood Old Babes in the Wood book. This counts for 2023 and for North America because she's Canadian, as far as I know. This is my second Atwood book, and it will be my last because I just, I can acknowledge the fact that she's an amazing writer, but it's just not for me. And these are just short stories, and some of them, the thing is, for me, short stories are not enough to keep me hyped and to keep me going. I read The Handmaid's Tale. Didn't really like it. And the next book that they had, in the library was this, so I figured I'd pick it up. Some short stories are actually nice to read, but most of the time I just don't really like them. So, lesson learned, I will not go for short stories. I will unfortunately not go for Margaret Atwood again. Today is Monday, and I will go to the library on Thursday, so finally done just in time, right? And it has 253 pages, so all 3 of these were rather fast reads. I forgot. No, wait, I showed you the Knickerbocker book, right? So that was 1 new book for the month. And now I have 3 books read, which means I can buy 2 new ones. I already have the One Piece one in my cart, and then I think an Indiana Jones one, because I still have to do the adaptations, and there are a lot of Indiana Jones movies, so, you know what I mean? Then I got new books. These were all counted for. This is Avalas, Zeit der Wahrheit, so Time of Truth. This is the second book. Hold on. What's the first one? Yeah. I read this last month, and then I got the second book, because it's a duology, which will count, obviously, for my duology. And then that will be done as well. So, they look nice. I mean, it's the same publisher and all, but they have a different logo. But still, you know, it's the same thing. It even has the same name, it's just a different subtitle. This is one that I have to read, and I have to put it onto my priority list because, you know, it's brand new. I literally got it today. It is the last book in the duology, and it will finish my duology, you know what I mean? Like this, I need to get to. Okay, then I got something that I've had on my wish list for a while. This is Kazuo Ishiguro, A Pale View of Hills. It's a thin book. Like all three of these are secondhand books, so they might not look as good, but it's fine. Oh, I love a nice peel. Oh my goodness. I mean, there's some residue left, but oh, that was satisfying. So I don't know how much these books were. Yeah, this is the, I think, no, the second book or the third book that I'm reading, by Kazuo Ishiguro. I have Clever in the Summer there. There, where the plush is, that is the Asian literature shelf. Yes, there's a lot of manga on, but it's also Asian literature, not only Japanese, but also Korean, Chinese, and I don't know where Kim is. Filipino. Unfortunately, I don't have any space for it. So if I enjoy this book, I might have to go to the next one because that has my BTS merch, and BTS are Korean, so Asian. So I will find a way. But second or third Ishiguro book. Yeah, I'm super excited for this. It's been on my wishlist for a while. So when I read a book, I can buy a new book, right? I put it into my cart and then I accidentally get another one. Let's say I get the Illumicry one. I have to take it off again and then have to put back in and out and in. It's been way too long. I finally have it, so I'm excited about this. And then this one, this is not that good looking. I mean, it was probably cheap, but Jesus Christ. This is The Fire Next Time by James Baldwin. This is for the well-read. Oh, wait, this comes off nice as well. Hold on. Oh, almost. Oh, wait, maybe I can get it in one piece. Hold on. Ah, that's fine. This is for the well-read book club. It does not look good. Like there was definitely something slipping on there. Maybe I don't know. Looks like a plant pot or something that was sitting on there. But hey, I got the second hand, and I don't really like. This is a classic, right? I don't mind it if it's bent out of shape or whatever. So yeah, sometimes with classics you even have notes in. Or I once had a book. That was not a classic, but I once had a book that I got second hand that had the like autograph in body order. I don't know much about this. I know this is very heavy on the racism. I'm bracing myself for whatever's coming because I feel like this will be a very heavy book. I think it's my first James Baldwin as well. So that's the update for today. This video has been going on for I think way too long already, so I will push through with House of the Beast. I literally have to put these three onto my priority list. Well, maybe not this one, but these two for sure. Like I said, last book in duology, book club pick. I will talk to you whenever I'm done with House of the Beast. It just dawned on me that I filmed a vlog for that as well. I don't have much to talk about. Like I can tell you already from the 2 new releases that I had so far in this challenge, not quite that yet was here, and House of the Beast is here thus far. It might go up a bit. I'll see you in the next clip. I have not finished House of the Beast yet, but I have finished this one here, Stress Verstehen, by Dr. Eva Pickles. That is basically understand your stress, right? And I thought I would get a book again of you know, tips and tricks, and if you're stressed you have to calm down and here are different ways to do that, blah blah. But this book was actually very interesting, right? It started from what is stress, you know, how it's made basically in the body, different factors that come in, how men and women are different, and how sugar plays a part in it, and how some stress in levels, right, is actually good for your body and it's helping you and all. So that was very informative. But again, if you're looking for help on how to reduce your stress and what this is and what you can do, it probably isn't for you because it's very informative, and you know, like you have pictures with it as well and diagrams and all. It's not a normal self-help book, but I really enjoyed it, so that counted for. Hold on, I have so much here. I want to show it. This is the last update for this vlog. That counted for P for Peters, right, the last name, and then for Europe, because I realized I have done nothing in that one. I have Old Babes in the Woods, that was followed America, and now I have Europe as well. So I got 2 down in that one. Yes, I'm still all over the place with my different prompts that I want to do. Let me close the window. It's quiet the whole goddamn day, and then when I sit down to film, loud. Now I have two done in that prompt, which is good, and I'm gonna continue on. I really want to finish this vlog here with House of Beast done, but I'm just not gravitating towards this one. Right? If you enjoy this update, let me know if you have finished the prompt, if you're slowly working your way to finishing a prompt. Maybe you're like me, you're hopping all over the place. You finish one prompt here, one there, and then, you know, because you have different prompts within the prompt, right? For, let's say, the LGBTQ one, you have to read a gay one, a lesbian one, a trans questioning. I don't even know what it is. Like, you have to finish all that in order to fully complete the prompt. So let me know if you maybe finish one prompt after the other, or if you're hopping around just like me. I want to put it in the next video, but given the fact I'm still here, let's do it. I got my Hobonichi on. In case you don't know what Hobonichi is, that is a Japanese stationery brand, and it's rather famous in the planning community. Parts that are not that interesting for you is the paperweight here that we got here, a little robot. This year's pen, blue and dark purple. I got 2 of them because I got 2 notebooks. You know, the extras that come with it. I got Moomin sticky notes. Now I like the sticky tabs, but I'm currently running out of them. This is all I have left. So I might have to use these, but these are really cute. I don't know what she's called in English, but in German she's called Planü. What's it called in English? I have to call that. Then my cousin, which is my daily planner, and also kind of like a junk journal, you know, like let's say, what is this, like April 30th, I go to a concert, for example, then I will put the ticket in here, then write, and, you know, just decorate it however I want. And the one that I currently have for this year is almost twice the size of this already. This is what it originally looks like. And this year I got the Japanese version. You know, you have quotes in the bottom, and the English version obviously has the translations. I have the Japanese ones. I think the Japanese Hobonichi is cheaper. The main thing that I want to show you is actually this is the Moomin Weeks 2026 Weeks. This will be my new reading journal. Now, the one that I currently have is the Arch and Olive, this big chunky book here, and it started off so well. Right, I had pictures in there as well, and, you know, reading journal 2023. 100 books in 2023, even the books I want to read, like classics and all, reading tracker, and then you can see I did until June 2023, and then I fell off. January still was decorated. I even wrote little reviews on what I thought of the books, and then this is my favorite, of course, the biggest one. And then it just became less and less, and now I'm just writing down the books and stats and the additional books I got this month. But this is nice and compact, doesn't take up much space, and it has everything that I need. So January 5th is a new week. Then I could say, here, you know, I put a dot down and then say I started, which is this currently, the fire next time. I start that on January 5th, and then it goes all the way to January 8th, for example. And then maybe if I got another book, I'll write it down as well. Here I can write my thoughts, or in the back you also have a lot of blank pages where I could maybe write my favorite books of the year, least favorite books maybe, series that I want to continue, or books that I read about in other books, or authors that I read about in other books, right? So I hope I'm not setting myself up for failure here, but I hope I can do this. Then for the month at a glance, I want to write down when I got certain books. Like, let's say I went to the public bookshop and I found this. Then I write down, oh hey, I got this on this day. Right? Or even if I decluttered book, I write down, declutter that then. I hope I can actually keep up with this. I figured it's a rather small book. It's not as chunky as the other. I can take it with me if I have to, like, put it into my purse, and then if I go to a bookstore and I find a book, I can write it down. Maybe I can even have a price list in the back, see how much money I actually spent on books in a year. Anyways, that was the end of the vlog. Right now I will start a new one now because I have a new book to talk about, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up if you did, subscribe to my channel if not already, and until the next one.